his dressing room.
He's not in there.
Well, now wait a second. Was this camcorder here before?
Is there tape in it?
Yeah, there is. Gee, I hope it's not something embarrassing.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Okay, Joe Bob Briggs, and the countdown to Halloween begins. We're ready to roll with 4 of our favorite holiday flicks, Carrie, Child's Play 2, Phantasm, and Phantasm 2. And to celebrate this special evening, Rusty the Mail Girl and I are going to take this camcorder right here in search of the legendary Nair witch, the hairless hag whose blood-curdling screams can be heard all over the Hollywood Hills when she gets her twice-daily bikini wax. And we're going to organize our supplies here and interview some folks about the legend, and then we're going to set off into the woods or whatever they have in L.A. I hadn't seen any woods.
It's called chaparral.
Chaparral. They have chaparral here. We're going to trek into the chaparral, but first we have to take our bearings, get our map of the L.A. freeway system. Here, we have it around here somewhere. I think it might be possible to use L.A. freeways as natural landmarks to mark our route. And anyway, we'll get organized here while we watch our first flick, the Brian De Palma Stephen King classic starring Sissy Spacek as one of the most famous supernatural psycho killers in horror film history. I'm talking about, of course, Carrie. Great movie. We'll do the drive-in totals at the first break. Okay? Okay, cut.
Okay. But how do you turn this thing off?
Just take your finger off the little button.
Oh.
Go off. Okay, you don't have my head cut off or anything, do you?
No, I don't have your head cut off.
Okay, well, those scenes between Sissy Spacek and Piper Laurie, they just make your teeth grind, don't they? Especially when she locks her in the prayer closet. But both actresses were nominated for the Academy Award for this movie, which never happens in horror flicks. It was amazing. Okay, let's look over our supplies here for the Nair Witch project. We've got California hiking. We got a foot in a field in Los Angeles County. You know, I've been in L.A. almost 2 months, and I've never seen a waterfall. I hope that's not indicative of the accuracy of this book here. We got maps. We got, well, that one won't do. Oh, here's the main map. I think we can use this to find almost anywhere. Here's my diary, the Joe Bob Diaries. Too intense for you, Russ. Don't read this. Don't even think about it.
Don't worry.
And this is something about the cult of the Nair Witch. So, I don't know. And, oh, I said I'd do the drive-in totals. We got to do that first. So, put the camera on me again. We have 8 dead bodies, 2 breasts, 12 gallons of blood, 1 mother from hell, excessive girlfriend slapping, beer on the head dunking, pig slaughtering, mind control, body flinging, psychedelic prom riot, satanic fire hose, double electrocution, gym teacher slicing, principal burning, backstabbing, crucifixion with dinner knives, exploding house, imploding house, 1 motor vehicle chase with crash and burn, feminine hygiene foo, and of course, pig's blood jubilee. 4 stars. Okay. Think we're all set. Think we got everything we need.
What about food?
What?
If we're going to be out camping, we're going to need food.
Provisions. We need provisions for the munchies. Okay. Well, they probably have 7-Elevens in these woods, right?
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Carrie after these messages.
Yes, yes, yes. And in the original theatrical version of the movie, Nancy Allen does a little something special for John Travolta in the front seat of his car. We won't go into what it is, but men like it, if you know what I mean, and I think you do.
Knock, knock.
Cut. Cut. Summer. Do you know Rusty the Mail Girl?
Hi, I'm Miss Verona's dog walker. What you guys doing?
We're doing a documentary on the Nair Witch. Have you heard of her?
Oh, sure. I think she was a silent film actress back in the early days of Hollywood.
I thought she dated back to the 1700s. I don't think it was the early days of Hollywood. 1700s.
I don't think so. Did L.A. even exist in 1700?
Well, what else do you know about her?
Well, she was supposed to be starring in this huge movie called Devil's Rock, but she got fired because she had this little facial hair problem. So, then everyone working on the movie died in a horrible accident. Can I kill with you guys?
No.
Sure. I'm not getting in a tent alone with you, Joe Bob.
Okay, Summer, you can come.
Yay!
Three's company.
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Carrie after these messages.
Now just hold it like that, and then it focuses by itself.
Okay. Go, Joe Bob.
Are you girls ready? All right. The pig slaughter scene from Carrie. We had to tone it down a little bit for TNT. Not to be confused with the squeal like a pig scene from Deliverance. You guys remember when they did the musical version of Carrie on Broadway? What were they thinking, you know? It ran for all of 5 performances in the mid-'80s. In fact, Betty Buckley was in that musical, but instead of the girls' gym coach like she is in the movie, she switched roles and played the mom. And can you imagine what kind of songs they wrote for Carrie's mom? You're going to burn in hell, so let's dance. Can you imagine a big Broadway chorus line going, a pig slaughtering? We're a pig slaughtering, 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 we go. That had to be tough. Okay, we were just about to leave here, but Rusty says we need some food if we're going to hike around the Hollywood Hills, so where's the phone? We used to have a
Here,
phone.
use mine.
All right. There. I'm just going to call Pink Dot, have them deliver some stuff, because I don't know how many. Hi. Yeah, we need some stuff for a camping trip. We're going to look for the Nair witch, and have you heard of her? Is that really? Since the 1700s. Did L.A. exist in 1700? Oh, yeah, it was Mexico, okay. 48 children disappeared near the Hollywood sign in 1700. That's right near where I live. That's interesting. Oh, okay. Beef jerky, couple cans of soup, cereal. Diet Coke. Pepsi's okay, yeah.
Baked Lays. Can we get some baked Lays?
Baked Lays. And I think that's it.
Oh, can we get one of those Wolfgang Puck pizzas, too?
Do you have one of those Wolfgang Puck pizzas? Throw in one of those Wolfgang Puck pizzas. Yeah. What kind?
Oh, mushroom and gorgonzola.
Mushroom and gorgonzola Wolfgang Puck pizza. Charge it to Kim Verona. Yeah. You know the place, right? Okay.
Oh, and some Snackwells.
Yeah, some Snackwells.
I'm not calling back for Snackwells, all right? Be professionals, all right?
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Carrie after these messages.
Ooh, this book on the Nair witch cult is freaky. This old hermit channeled the witch, and she told him to capture kids 2 at a time and make one of them face the wall while he killed the other one.
Witches are so cool.
Okay, hang on. Come on, this is still my project, right? Put the camera on me, all right? Did you guys know that Stephen King wouldn't have written Carrie if it hadn't been for his wife? I can see you're fascinated. Big Steve was 24 years old. He was married with 2 kids, living in a trailer, teaching English, working summers in a laundry, making about $9,500 a year when he wrote the first 7 or 8 pages of Carrie. But then he says, look, he found himself in a high school locker room with a bunch of screaming girls throwing Kotex at a gal who has her period and thinks she's bleeding to death. So he crumples up the pages and he throws them away. Then his wife pulls them out of the trash and reads them, and she tells Steve he should keep going, and that turned out to be Stephen King's first novel.
Huh. Oh, food's here.
Can we focus here just for a minute? Nobody cares about literature anymore. Nobody cares about the movie.
Hi, I have a delivery for Kim Verona. Are you guys making a movie?
We're doing a documentary on the Nair witch. You ever heard of her?
Heard of her. I've seen her.
Really?
Yeah, really. I was up in Lake Hollywood, you know. I was standing right on the spot where they said that her hand came up out of the water and grabbed Errol Flynn's favorite poodle.
Did she disembowel it?
Disembowel. No. But anyway, look, I was standing there, and right under the water, you know, I saw what looked like an old woman. Except she had no hair. No hair at all. Somebody want to take these?
Oh.
Here's a little something for your trouble. Sorry about this.
So is that the end of the story?
Yeah, for this tip it is.
Nice going.
Well, he was lying. Is she hairy or hairless? The hair witch or the hairless witch? Is she full of hair or no hair? That's what I don't understand. You know these women that just have hair on their upper lip? That's disgusting.
Yeah, electrolysis would totally take care of that.
Oh, the electrolysis witch project. Ooh.
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Carrie after these messages.
Come on, girls. Let's get this show on the road before you-know-who gets here.
Oh, you mean the you-know-who we charged all this food to?
Hey, this is cool. You know what? I can recreate that scene where Sissy Spacek and William Catt get lost on the dance floor and they twirl around like crazy. This is cool. They were like on a spinning platform and the camera was on a device that moved it in the opposite direction of the spinning platform and they had to say their lines at the exact moment the camera was on their faces. I'm dizzy. That was a bad idea.
Oh, give me the camera.
Here we go.
Oh, we're ready?
Yeah.
All right. Geez, what's in here?
8 cans of soup and a roll of toilet paper.
Good planning. How are we going to cook that stuff?
I want to carry the toilet paper.
Then what do I do with these trail bugs?
Why do you care who carries the toilet paper?
You'll either smush it or you'll get it wet.
Where do you get that idea? What do you mean I'll
know
smush it?
you.
She's right, Joe Bob.
This is amazing. Now I can't carry toilet paper. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're both saying? I can't carry toilet paper? I'm not qualified to carry toilet paper?
It's no big deal.
It's no big deal, Joe Bob.
Here. Take your toilet paper. Take the toilet paper. Oh, did I smush it?
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Carrie after these messages.
Okay, here we go. Just slip this over here. I'll get that stuff. Just lean forward. Just lean forward. Put all your weight forward. And, in fact, you're going to have to do that because we can't close this thing up. Okay. Is the camera on me?
Yes.
The principal burned up real good in that last part, didn't he? This is probably going to be a lot of detention hall for Carrie come Monday morning, don't you think? But I love the picture. I'm joking about it, but it always tears me up. I can't hardly stand it when she's so happy and the blood's about to come down, kind of rips your heart out. Great movie. Okay, finish it up, and we'll see you when we get to my trailer. Okay.
What are we going to your trailer for?
I got to pick something up.
What are you
Come on.
picking up?
Emergency provisions. Go
Of
ahead.
the liquid kind?
Exactamundo. By the way, I thought I told you to get the Phantom Menace backpack.
Hey, it was either that or the Wild Wild West.
Did they make a Runaway Bride?
I love that movie.
I was being sarcastic, Summer. Go.
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Carrie after these messages.
Ooh, this is definitely going in the documentary. Okay, well, we're here.
Is this where you live?
Only part-time. Don't ask about the other part.
Where'd I put the cooler? Girls, look around for my playmate, okay? Would you?
What? It's a pile of rocks! She's been here. The Nair witch has been here. Oh,
That is so scary.
oh my God.
How do you know it's the Nair witch? Come on. Nobody we interviewed said anything about rock piling.
Well, how else would they get here?
What message is she sending? No smoking? Let me see one of those.
Don't touch
You
it!
think I shouldn't touch it?
All right, you messed it up anyway. Let me see it. Come on, let me see one of those. Give it to me.
Rocks have soul energy. I collect crystals, and
It's
this...
plastic. It's plastic. Here, Rusty, take the camera. Come here. Let me do another intro, and then we'll deal with these plastic scary rocks. Joe Bob Briggs, and up now, Child's Play 2. Don't worry if you hadn't seen the first movie, because it's all explained in this one. Chucky is back, even though the toy company stockholders are a little jittery about keeping a toy on the market that's been accused of being a serial killer and stealing the souls of children. But they figure, hey, if the federal government says it's a safe toy, must be a safe toy. It's just a bunch of negative publicity, and so they step up mass production of the little freckle-faced talking demon rugrat with the filthy mouth. Here's the drive-in totals: 8 dead bodies, no breasts, 2 dead dolls, 2 motor vehicle chases, bicycle pumped through the chest, head bashing, electrocution, mechanical eye gouging, throat slitting, cellophane head bagging, exploding head, heads roll, plate glass window foo, yardstick foo, hot bloody wax foo, 3.5 stars. Check it out, and Rusty and Summer and I are going to continue with our Nair Witch project. Here, feel it. Feel it. Feel it. Plastic.
Just because it's plastic does not mean the Nair Witch wasn't here.
Why, you feeling a little plastic soul energy there? Maybe the Nair Witch had plastic surgery.
Ha ha.
It's not funny, Joe Bob.
Okay, guys, do you know where we're going yet?
Well, the delivery guy said Lake Hollywood.
Oh, that guy didn't know what he was talking about. There's no lake in Hollywood.
Yeah, there is. It's right near where Madonna used to live.
Hey, well, you know what? We got the map of the Stars homes. This is what we ought to be using. This will tell us where Madonna used to live. Also, we should have this anyway, you know, just for safety.
Safety.
Yeah, you know, if we got in trouble, we could jump over Steven Seagal's security fence. Probably get eaten by his Rottweiler, come to think. No, we won't do that. New plan.
Look, it's right here.
That says the Santa Monica Mountains. We're in the Hollywood Hills.
The Hollywood Hills are part of the Santa Monica Mountains, genius.
You know, guys, can we go inside? Because that pile of rocks is really freaking me out.
You know what, Summer?
Yeah?
Chucky's behind you.
Look, we're right here.
Don't.
That's where those children were abducted.
Really?
Says so.
Well, you know what I say about that, Rusty? Chucky's behind you.
I hate that thing!
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Child's Play 2 after these messages.
So we got some footage of some plastic rocks. I think the Nair Witch project is going pretty well so far, don't you, Summer?
Well, we haven't really gone anywhere yet.
Well, that's because Rusty won't come out of the trailer.
It's too scary.
What if we talk about Ally McBeal? Will that make you feel better?
Oh, hello, Callista Flockhart, nose job. Have you seen a honker in her high school photo?
Just give me a close-up, Summer, okay? But not too close, medium close, okay?
Okay. Action.
I say action. Action. Well, the mushmouth PR guy who got his car hijacked by Chucky and then had his head baggied was Greg German from Ally McBeal, who, by the way, I saw get his butt kicked on Celebrity Jeopardy recently, and you have to be pretty dang slow to lose Celebrity Jeopardy, you know? Okay. Okay, come on out of there, Rusty. Come on. Let's look for Coffin Rock.
What happened at Coffin Rock?
That's where Errol Flynn's poodle was disemboweled.
The guy said that the poodle was not disemboweled.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, let's eat that frozen pizza.
And how are we going to eat it? We're in the wilderness.
How about your oven?
Fine.
Goody.
We're leaving right after we eat, though.
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Child's Play 2 after these messages.
Okay, Rusty, get me over here by the door. Let's do a setup here. I want to do something about how I'm not really surprised by the high-strung foster daddy not getting any babies for him and his little wife in this thing.
I really don't like you by the door. It looks like the lamp's coming out of your head.
You don't like me by the door. For the millionth time, who's directing this? I'm the director, okay? And there's the cooler. Come on, dang. It's all over for this thing. You gals want one
I'll
before we
take a
get
diet
started?
soda.
Me too.
What?
Diet soda.
Diet Coke? Diet Pepsi? All right. And there's my...
Oh, what's the matter, Joe Bob? You afraid to try one?
Yeah, you afraid?
No, I'm not afraid. Just prefer this. You know what they say the Nair witch drinks? Pepto-Bismol. By the jumbo bottle, just guzzles it. I could drink that if I wanted to.
Okay.
All right. I'll show you. Here, let's drink to the Nair witch. Come on. How can you guys drink that? Oh.
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Child's Play 2 after these messages.
Okay, let me set the camera right over here. And if I can get, maybe I can get all three of us in it, and then I can do this intro thing, and then we'll get started. I think that'll work. All right. Okay, so the cranky foster daddy got it in the basement, and the teacher got a bicycle pump through the chest, and we missed some of the gory details on that one.
Listen to this from the Nair Witch cult book.
I'm in the middle of taping. We need to do this
With
segment
the
that goes with
doors
the movie.
shut about him, he saw a black thing jump in at the window and come stand before him. The body was like that of I can't make out this part.
The body was like the head of the man on the police show, the one in the large metropolis.
Streets of San Francisco?
Kojak. Kojak was bald, the witch is bald, that makes sense.
Did in the holes of the old wall find several poppets made of sticks.
Poppets.
The blood, the rest has something spilt on it.
Oh yeah, I knocked my can over. Sorry about that. Went on the book. Well, let's hit the trail. Come on, let's just go find the Nair witch. That's what we're here. Look, we'll just go up the hill a little ways. We'll get some footage. That's what we're here to do, and then we'll go back to the house.
Won't Miss Verona be asleep?
What is Miss Verona? I have a key.
He helps her out around the house.
I bet he does.
You know, you both have attitude.
What attitude?
I do not have attitude.
I call it attitude.
That's so not cool, Joe Bob.
Yeah.
Well, it's not cool to have attitude.
All right, enough.
It's not a picnic. We're making a movie here. We got a movie to make. We got a
Then
project.
stop saying we have not cool attitude.
Okay, cool. You have attitude. Where's the videotape?
That's all we have.
This is so incredibly fruiting not cool. I do agree with you on that.
Yeah.
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Child's Play 2 after these messages.
Rusty, Summer, stop frigging around. Come on, let's go. Oh, come on. The piles of rocks aren't going to bite you. What are these?
They're stick figures.
Stick figures, so what's the big deal? Come on, let's go.
Well, the website said that they found stick figures in the Hollywood Hills where the Nair Witch was spotted. I thought you knew. If you don't go to the website first, you can't possibly understand the whole Nair Witch story.
Wait a minute, the Nair Witch has a website? I know we have a website, tnt.turner.com/JoeBob.
That's it. That's the one.
That's the website? That's the Nair Witch website?
Yes.
Did you know about this?
Yes. The same stick figures are on the website.
What kind of a witch has a website? The website says beware the popsicle stick people or something? What?
Beware the voodoo stickmen.
How does a witch go online?
I'm freaking out.
They're just popsicle sticks.
Voodoo stickmen.
Would you stop friggin' saying that?
Oh, take them away. Take them away.
Voodoo stickmen. They're definitely voodoo stickmen.
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Child's Play 2 after these messages.
Okay, ready? Action. You know that scene where Chucky tears off his hand at the wrist to cut himself free of the conveyor belt? Well, there was a guy underneath the set wearing a facial Waldo controlling Chucky's face.
Cut. What's a facial Waldo?
Cut. I was just going to explain it.
Okay, action.
That scene where Chucky tears his hand off at the wrist to cut himself free of the conveyor belt, there was a guy underneath the set wearing a facial Waldo controlling Chucky's face. Now, facial Waldo is this helmet thing with a chin strap that's connected by cables to the doll. So whatever facial expression the guy makes, that's what the puppet makes. It's kind of like, you know, James Carville.
That's the last of them.
You sure it's okay to cut them down?
I think we should have left them up.
Girls, look. They're popsicle sticks, okay? You're afraid of popsicle sticks?
Yes.
Come on, let's go. You know, this one's my favorite.
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Child's Play 2 after these messages.
Are we almost there?
We just started.
Yeah, but how much further?
I want to get to the old cemetery. That's where we're going.
What old cemetery?
Well, it's supposed to be near Lake Hollywood or something. I don't think it's over there.
Then why didn't we just take Mulholland Drive?
Summer, for the 1,000,001th time, who is the director of the Nair Witch Project?
You are.
Thank you very much. I tell you what we can do here. This is as good a place as any. Let's get the intro to the next movie done. And just roll. Go. Joe Bob Briggs with the original Phantasm up now, the classic 1979 horror flick that spawned 3 sequels, including Phantasm 2, which we'll show after this. The first one introduces the tall man when a big-haired kid watches him steal a corpse and take it to a secret room in his mausoleum for some embalming of the supernatural kind. We're talking Yellow Goose City. I'm not going to say any more because I don't want to give anything away, so let's just do the drive-in totals. We have 6 dead bodies, no breasts, double graveyard aardvarkus, 1 motor vehicle chase with crash, dagger to the chest, foot bonking, finger rolls, giant fly to the head, exploding door, exploding hearse, dwarf hunting, gratuitous 70s guitar jam, and the infamous Phantasm silver ball to the face. 4 stars. Check it out. Okay, got that.
Can I look at the map?
No, you can't look at the map. I'm in charge of the map. I already told you that. Just stay close together, okay?
Is that safer?
No, but it's more fun if you trip over a stick.
Ow! My feet hurt.
Well, what'd you wear those shoes for?
Well, how was I supposed to know we'd be hiking 90 miles through the Hollywood Hills?
Hey, Joe Bob, how come you never have to carry the camera?
Because I have to look at the map, and because I hired you to carry the camera.
Oh, hired? That's a slight overstatement, don't you think?
Well, yeah, but you'll have it for your reel. It's the same thing. And also, I have to stop and talk about the movie. Actually, let's do one of those now, okay? Ready? Here, Summer, we'll rest your foot and hold my key light while I do this, all right? Ready? All right, I'd like to point out what a nice job Jody and Reggie did with that little rock and roll ditty. And Reggie Bannister, the guy with the tuning fork, he's a Vietnam veteran and former folk singer. Remember the group Stone Country?
Yeah.
Well, neither does Reggie. So, but he looks like he was in Nam. It's that ponytail. Do guys still wear those? I think guys in France still wear those. But, okay, cut. Thank you, Sam. See, that's why I can't carry the camera. We got to do that. So let's just keep going, all right?
Now, I think Michael Keaton's house is right down this hill. Could we stop and ask him if he has any Band-Aids?
I'm going to pretend you did not say that. But you know, actually, now that I look at them, I'm kind of glad you wore these shoes. Those are good shoes. Actually, Rusty's shoes aren't. Let me see that shoe. That's not a bad shoe either. Good shoes.
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Phantasm after these messages.
This looks familiar. Have we been here already?
No. Would you come on? The cemetery's just right over here, I think.
I want to go back to the car.
We don't have a car, Summer. We hiked here, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, you know what? This is a good place to tape a movie segment. I like this.
Yeah, it's the same place we taped the last one.
It is not. Okay, Summer, do the key light thing. Okay, action. Well, I mentioned earlier how talented Bill Thornberry is. He's the guy who looks like Roger Moore, plays Jody. Not only is he a guitar virtuoso, but he's also able to get completely dressed while simultaneously chasing his brother through the cemetery. This flick really made an impression when it was released, especially considering that it came out the same summer as Alien, Halloween, Amityville Horror, The Shining, and Dawn of the Dead. Don Coscarelli wrote and directed it when he was 21 years old, making himself an instant legend. Kind of like the Nair Witch.
Can I see the map?
You stepped on my last line, Rusty. And no, you can't see the map.
Well, why are you the only one who gets to see the map?
Because I have studied the map.
I agree with her. This looks really familiar.
This is not cool.
All right, first of all, moratorium. Nobody says not cool anymore.
This is so not cool.
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Phantasm after these messages.
All right, you got it?
Yeah.
Oh, darn it. I just broke a nail.
Could be worse. Could have had a Phantasm silver ball drill a hole through your brain. Okay, tape me. Tape me. I feel inspired. Here, hold my key light. We're getting a toned-down version of Phantasm here, unfortunately. The TNT sensors cut the blood spurting out of the guy's head. But Don Coscarelli, this is nice, 2 key lights, both of my good sides. Don Coscarelli said that they tried a bunch of really elaborate rigs with piano wire and fishing line to get that silver ball to fly, but none of it worked, so they got a junior college baseball pitcher at Cal State Northridge to throw the thing from behind the camera. Cut. Okay, very good job, Rusty. Okay, girls, let's go. Well, I feel we're getting a lot closer to finding the Nair Witch.
I feel like we're lost.
We're not lost.
We're lost.
Not lost.
Where are we?
Not lost.
Lost.
Not.
Stop it! Both of you. Just walk. Why, so we can get more lost?
It's impossible to get lost here. Let me explain something to you. Just because we've destroyed all our natural resources in America. You cannot get lost, especially in 1999 in L.A. You can't get lost anymore.
Oh, my God. We are lost, aren't we? We're so lost.
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Phantasm after these messages.
I think we're lost.
I told you.
Look, let's just set up the tent. We'll have a little slumber party. It's no big deal.
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, then let's have a little snack. Who's got the can opener?
Not me.
Not me.
Oh, that reminds me. I need the toilet paper.
Okay, who's got the toilet paper?
Not me.
Not me.
Well, just go use a leaf or something, and I'll talk about the movie while you're gone. Here, we'll do this. Action. The first film Don Coscarelli did was called Jim, the World's Greatest, which he wrote when he was 17 years old and he directed when he was 18, and it starred Angus Scrimm. And one day Don saw Angus goofing around with this little kid on the set, and he thought Angus might be good as some kind of supernatural villain. So without saying anything to Angus, Don went off and wrote Phantasm, went up to a cabin in the mountains, and he wrote it in 2 weeks. And he created the Tall Man for Angus Scrimm. Came up with the idea of the severed finger one day when he accidentally poked his finger through a styrofoam coffee cup. And it was a big success. And then right after the movie came out, Angus Scrimm got this letter from a little boy that said, "Dear Mr. Scrimm, my big brother picks on me, my teachers are mean to me, my parents ignore me and pretend I'm not here. Mr. Scrimm, could you please send me one of your silver balls?" Cut. Okay, Rusty, you done yet?
I'm looking for a good spot.
Well, hurry it up.
This is screwed up. This is totally screwed up.
Turn off the camera. Don't do that.
I don't want to turn off the camera. I want people to see just how screwed up you are.
We're not lost, okay? I was kidding.
Are you telling me the truth?
Yes. No. I don't know.
This is no joke, Joe Bob. Don't do this.
Would you turn that off? Do what? I was kidding. Ha, ha, ha.
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Phantasm after these messages.
Rusty's been in the bushes for the last 15 minutes. Wonder what she's doing.
I'll be out in a second. You better not be filming me.
I'm not.
That's not very nice, Joe Bob.
All right, let's go.
Are you finished?
No, let's just go, okay?
Okay.
Which way are we walking? North or south?
North. East.
Which is it? North or east?
Northeast.
This is a waste of time.
No, it's not. Walk.
You don't even know which way we're going.
I know which way we're going. It's not north, because north is uphill.
I want to go home.
We're leaving.
Yeah? Which way is home?
You are so messed up.
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Phantasm after these messages.
Look, a tombstone.
I told you there was a cemetery out here.
It must be one of the Nair witch victims.
Why do you say that? What a horrible way to die.
Can we go home now?
If we can find it. The surreal conclusion to Phantasm. Come on, leave the Nair there, Summer. Leave it alone. You're saying she used to de-hair her victims?
It's a depilatory.
You can die from having your hair all ripped out?
You don't understand. It's like having 1,000 bikini waxes all at the same time. It's brutal.
I'm having trouble relating, that's all. What's upsetting?
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Phantasm after these messages.
Okay, I know we've been here before. I've passed this same bush at least 3 times.
I think she's right.
Where's the map?
I can't believe it.
I gave the map to you to hold.
No, you didn't. We had a whole discussion about it. You refused to even let us look at that map.
I gave it to you when we had the potato chip break.
No, you didn't.
Can we just not argue? You two are really stressing me out.
Fine, fine. Let me do an intro.
Fine.
I'll do an intro.
Do
you
your
go over
stupid
there.
intro.
Get out of my space, okay? Up now, Phantasm 2, the sequel it took Don Coscarelli 9 years to make. It has 3 flying silver balls instead of the 1 in the first flick, and it's in a severed hand instead of a levitating severed finger. Otherwise, same deal. The tall man is taking corpses down to his mortuary and turning them into killer midget monks. Drive-in totals are 12 dead bodies, exploding house, 1 4-barreled sawed-off shotgun, dwarf tossing, 10 breasts. Of course, those are scissored out of the TNT version. Embalming needles plunge through various parts of various bodies, 1 motor vehicle chase with crash and burn, ear lopping, forehead drilling, wrist hacking, bimbo flinging, grandma bashing, devil sex, crematorium foo, flame thrower foo, 4 stars, outstanding. So check it out. We'll be here trying to find our map. I'm sorry I'm a little flustered because I gave our map to Rusty to hold, which I gave it to you to
didn't.
hold.
And I'm putting a marker on this bush so that the next time we pass it, I can prove it to you.
Oh, that's very mature. It's not the same bush.
Yes, it is.
Look at this bush. You know what that bush is? You know what it is? The same as that bush over there. It's a bush. They're all bushes. They look alike. Do you know what bushes look like? Other bushes.
Stay cool, Joe Bob. Just stay cool.
Okay, let's just get it done. Come on, action. What was that?
I heard it that time.
It's an animal.
It's not an animal.
Keep taping. Let's go. Where are we? Oh yeah. Okay. One thing they do have in these Phantasm movies that I wish we had right now is great weapons, like the 4-barreled shotgun and the giant blowtorch. And Don Coscarelli, the writer-director of these things, he spared no expense on blowing up that house. They used a real house that was scheduled for demolition because it was in the path of a new freeway. And they got a Green Beret demolitions expert to rig the explosives, and they used 7 cameras because they could only shoot it once. And the money shot was where you see the tall man in the foreground totally unmoved by the whole scene. Well, it's one thing for the character to be unmoved. It's another thing to tell that actor, Angus Scrimm, that they're going to blow up a house behind him, but act like nothing bothers you, okay? Just stand stock still, don't move an eyelash. But he did that, so pretty amazing, because that thing had to be deafening. Just the kind of realism that we're used to in the Phantasm series. Okay, cut. Okay, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Oh, hey, guys. Here's my scarf.
That can't be.
We've been going around in circles.
Well, if you hadn't lost the map.
I didn't lose the map. You didn't give it to me.
Yes, I did. I gave you the map.
I threw out the map, okay? I threw it out.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Why?
Because you were bugging me. Okay? You're bugging me. And it was useless anyway.
Tell me you're kidding, Summer. Tell
Summer.
me you're making a joke.
Summer, tell Joe Bob you're kidding.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. A map like... You know those maps cost $10 on Sunset Boulevard? Do you know that?
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Phantasm 2 after these messages.
I can't believe he's crying. Let's go get it on film.
No, Rusty, just leave him alone for a little while, okay?
Oh, come on. I want to capture him being such a big baby.
Just let him cry it out for a while, okay?
And I can't believe he's still talking about the movies. There's no way they're showing the movies with us missing like this.
Maybe he finds it comforting to talk about them. I wouldn't say anything about it.
I mean, they're definitely searching for us, right? They're not just, like, running the movies without us, right?
I'm sure they're not. I'm sure they're not.
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Phantasm 2 after these messages.
It's the Nair witch.
No. No, it's Errol Flynn's disemboweled poodle.
Errol Flynn's poodle didn't get disemboweled. This reminds me of all three Phantasm movies. They don't make a lick of sense. Got the drunken Catholic priest, beautiful oversexed hitchhiker. We got the ESP going on between Liz and Mike. We got the middle-aged bald guy with the ponytail who, if you remember from the first movie, is actually an ice cream vendor. And why would the tall man suddenly decide to torture Grandma, huh? I should have taped that. I was talking about... Were you taping that? Were you taping that, Summer?
Oh,
Summer.
sorry.
Rusty.
1 sec.
Rusty, were you taping that?
Yes, of course. Hello? Hello? Hello?
You have a cell phone?
Yeah.
All this time you've had a cell phone?
Yeah, you used it at the house, remember?
Well, don't just stand there. Call somebody. Call for help.
Oops. My battery just went dead.
What?
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Phantasm 2 after these messages.
Okay, hang on a sec, Rusty. I want to talk about the movie here.
Can't we just keep going?
We have a job to do. I don't care
Nobody
what's
cares
up.
about that anymore. We're fed up with that.
Just hold the camera straight, okay?
Can't we do this later?
No. No. Okay, they finally got to see the flying steel balls with the Cuisinart drill that pumps all the blood out of your forehead. We were like 54 minutes into the movie before we had a single flying steel ball. But now we know it's a Phantasm movie, don't we? Because we got your embalming, we got your forehead drilling, we got your killer midget monk in grandma form. And where's Summer?
She was right behind me.
Summer?
Summer!
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 Oh, this is bad. This is really bad.
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Phantasm 2 after these messages.
Summer!
Summer! Rusty, put the camera on me.
No! Let's look for Summer.
Just put the friggin' camera on me, okay? We can use this. Summer's missing, it's upsetting, it's a motivation, we can use it, all right? It's almost as upsetting as watching that mint condition 1971 Hemi Cuda get totally destroyed in that crash scene in the movie. What were they thinking, you know? That car, you could just barely touch the gas pedal and that thing would make a sound like a 747 taking off. The engine in that thing was so big they had to use a booster seat to see over it, you know? People could drive 100 miles in that car, say, honey, did we hit something? You know, stop the car, go around, look at the grill work. There'd be a Canadian moose with its eyes bulging out. It felt like maybe you ran over a garden hose or something. That was the most powerful car ever built. Greatest of all the muscle cars. And now we have one less Hemi Cuda in the universe. You can't even get insurance on those things. You got to go to Lloyd's of London, make a deal where if you get into any kind of accident, they get to hack off your hand or something. You know, you say, can I get a policy on this car? And they say, sure, it's the same agent who writes policies on the F-16 fighter plane. So anyway, that's just irresponsible. I'm sick, you know. What is this?
That's Summer's top.
This is Summer. Oh.
What is it? What is it?
Oh, my God. It's her... It's teeth.
Oh, God. Are you sure?
Or nose. No, it's teeth.
Ugh!
It's teeth or nose. Nose or teeth or something.
Summer!
You don't think it's Summer's teeth or her nose, do you?
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Phantasm 2 after these messages.
Summer? Do you see her, Rusty? Summer? Rusty? Oh, man. Rusty! Rusty! Summer! Oh, man. I would just like to take this moment while I'm still able to make this video to say that I don't know what's been going on here tonight, whether it's the Nair witch or my imagination or some hoax TNT has been playing. Could be that. Whatever it is, I'm sorry things turned out the way they did. I'm sorry that Rusty apparently won't be able to deliver any more mail, and I'm sorry about Summer. Whatever happened to her, her nose or her teeth, and I'm sorry for my mother. Why do I always find myself apologizing on Halloween? I also want to say that I am a professional, and so I have to mention that was just major cool, where Reggie blows away the 4 dwarfs with the shot from the 4-barrel shotgun. And that's how we know it's a Phantasm movie, because we got cremated zombies, and we got the zombie who has to hack his hand off to get away. It was an excellent scene that the TNT censors left in. I'll give them credit for that. And we got the exploding rat. Got the old chainsaw to the groin. We got the golden flying drilling sphere. All this stuff comes out of the mind of Don Coscarelli, and he just splashes it up there on the screen, and I'm grateful for that. And we never know exactly what it all means, but it looks cool. You know, it's kind of an existentialist sort of thing. All right, now you're going to watch the conclusion to Phantasm 2. I'm probably not going to watch it myself, because I want to go into that abandoned house over there, and well, it's been nice knowing you, and tell my mom that I love her. I love you, Mama.
More in a moment with Joe Bob's Hollywood Saturday Night and Phantasm 2 after these messages.
Joe Bob, honey, is that you? I guess that's it. Joe Bob? Is that you?
Is she gone?
Who?
The Nair Witch.
No, there's nobody here but you and me and the crew and Miss Verona.